Black man, what's going on, brother? I just want to wish you a Merry Christmas if you celebrate the shit. I want to wish you a happy holidays. I want to wish you a happy new year because we're going into the new year. And just stay strong out there, black man. Stay strong. Keep doing what you do, right? Lean on your people. Lean on the ones that's there for you. You know what I mean? We got to stop carrying these burdens alone. We got to stop carrying this weight alone. Lean on your brothers. Lean on the ones that you know you can count on, even if it's only one or two people. Lean on your people, right? And the biggest thing, black man, if we gonna really take this thing back over, because you know it start with us, man. You know, it start with us. Everything starts with us. If we gonna really get out here and do what we need to do for our people and for our family, it's gonna start with us not being afraid of each other, right? Black men, we gotta stop being afraid of each other. Black men, we gotta stop being afraid of each other. You feel me? We gotta stop being afraid of each other. We gotta stop having our guard up every time we see each other. You know what I mean? We gotta stop that. We past that shit, right? Not all of us, but majority of us is past that shit. We gotta stop being so fearful of each other. We gotta understand that if another black man is around, if another black man is in the vicinity, we gotta understand that we safe. You feel me? Not only is we safe, but we got backup. You feel me? And when you see another black man, that should be backup in case anything crack off. Not, you know, my enemy, right? Not the person that I'm gonna go to war with. We brothers, right? It don't matter our history. It don't matter how much I don't like you. It don't matter how much I don't fuck with you. It don't matter, because we brothers at the end of the day, right? I can't stand your ass, but we still brothers. You feel me? Ain't nothing really gonna change that, right? And as I've grown and went on my healing journey, I just understand that, you know, you not as much of a fuck nigga as I thought you was. I thought you was just a fuck nigga. But as I went on my healing journey, I'm starting to understand that you're not really just a fuck nigga, right? You just was raised the wrong way. You just didn't have no love when you was raised, you feel me? You just went through certain insecurities that I might never understand. I might not never know about, right? So I had to really just put myself in other people's shoes, right? And really see what they going through, right? Because I thought you was just a fuck nigga, you feel me? But now I'm seeing that, you know, you just ain't had no love in your home, you feel me? You just wasn't raised the right way, right? Now I'm seeing that we just have a different way of looking at things, right? We have a different opinions, right? Because we came up different, right? I'm starting to realize new things, right? So as black men, we just gotta learn to understand each other a little bit better, because we all go through the same struggles, right? We all go through the same struggles, just in different ways, right? Different ways, different circumstances, but we all can identify with each other's struggle, because we all know somebody that's going through that shit, right? If you a black man, we all can identify with each other's struggles, right? We know, even if I'm not going through that directly, I know what you're talking about, right? I done seen it before, right? Whether directly or indirectly, I done seen that before, so I know. So as black men, we got to stop being afraid of each other, right? We got to start greeting each other more. We got to start conversating with each other more, hugging each other more, talking to each other more, right? And not being afraid of each other when we see each other, right? Understand that if I see another black man in the store, that means I got backup in case some shit crack off. That's what that means, right? That means I got somebody to watch over my back. Right? If I'm at a restaurant and there's black people in here, cool. That means if I step away, I got somebody to watch over my food because it's another black man in here. Right? We gotta love each other, and we gotta stop being afraid of each other, man. We gotta stop being afraid of each other. Right? Grown men. We gotta stop being afraid of other black grown men. And grown men, this is another big one, right? It's another big one. I know I'm gonna mess y'all up with this one. This gonna be the one that you know really challenges your manhood, right? As black men, we have to stop being afraid of the YNs. We gotta stop being afraid of the young niggas. We gotta stop being afraid of the young dudes, right? We gotta stop being afraid. Stop being scared. Yeah, they a little more turned up than we was, yeah. You You know, we would stump a motherfucker out. They gonna shoot a motherfucker up. You know what I'm saying? They a little more turned than we was. Yeah, they is. You know, hoodies on, ski masks, middle of the summertime. Yeah, they a little more turned than we is. You feel me? But don't get it twisted. We was turned too. Right? We was turned too. We just came from a different time. You feel me? But we was just as turned. You feel me? When people saw us in the streets, they was just as scared. Right? Don't act like we ain't run around deep. That's just what we do as young black YNs. You know, when it was our time, we was running around 4-5 deep too. And you gotta understand, young black men, even if you wasn't on no gang shit, if you was running around as a black kid 4 or 5 deep, brother, you look like a threat. You look like you was finna go tear some shit up. Right? If some white people see y'all, they gonna be scared of y'all, man. It don't matter. You could have been some 4.0 having black kids, right? Some never do the wrong thing black kids. But if you was running around 3 or 4 deep, brother, you's a threat, right? So when you see these young niggas, these YNs, right? When you see these YNs running around, you gotta realize them your little brothers, right? They a reflection of you. They doing the same shit you was doing, just running around deep. So when you see these YNs, brother, you gotta realize, bro, these YNs ain't respecting shit. You feel me? These little YNs, they stepping on everything, bruh. These YNs are stepping on everything. And the reason that's so important is because the one thing that they will respect, the one thing that will put a stop in their tracks, the one thing that they will acknowledge is us, grown black men. That's the one thing that they may not be afraid of. That's the one thing that they may not shoot first. Like, because who else stopping the YNs? Besides the grave in the fucking jail cell, who else gonna put a stop to these YNs? Who else gonna tell these YNs to chill? Who else gonna tell these YNs put the guns down? Who else gonna tell these YNs that y'all doing too much? Who else gonna tell these YNs like, bro, little bro, you about to throw your whole motherfucking life away over some emotions? Who else gonna tell them that and they gonna actually listen? Right? Do you think they gonna listen to the white man? No. You think they gonna listen to the black woman? No. Right? You think they listening to the old heads? No. I don't care if you're old and black or old, and it don't matter. They not listening to no old heads. Right? The black man is the only man that the YN will listen to. The black man, the grown black man, is the only person that the YN will respect. We the only ones that can tell these little dudes, bro, little bro, put that fucking gun away, little bro. Matter of fact, give me that shit, little bro. We the only ones that they gonna respect. They not respecting shit else. So yes, it's a dangerous task fucking with these little motherfuckers. That shit is a dangerous task, but at the end of the day, the grown black man gotta be the one to handle that task, bro. Right? We gotta be responsible for that. Yeah, bro, a lot of shit, black man, in our community is fucked up right now. A lot of shit in our community is out of hand. Right? The women are out of hand. These single black moms are out of hand. Right? The YNs are out of hand. Right? But at the end of the day, as a grown black man, that's our responsibility to get our communities back right. It's our responsibility, bruh. Right? No matter how hard shit get, right? It's our responsibility to get that right. You feel me? As a grown black man, bro, we gotta handle the responsibilities in our communities. Right? Yeah, these baby mamas is crazy as a motherfucker. Yeah, they ain't got no motherfucking sense. They wilding out. They trying to keep our kids from us. You feel me? They raising these little sassy men. Right? They raising these little boys who don't know how to control their feelings. That's out here with ski masks on. But at the end of the day, we got to handle that. Right? I know we want to run away from it. I know we want to say, well, fuck it, I'm going to just take care of mine. I don't got time to worry about the rest of my community. Or you know, I know you might want to have a bigger outlook on it and say, hey, what about the world? I can't just focus on my community. But at the end of the day, brother, if you a black man, brother, this is your problem just as it is mine. Right? This is your struggle just as it is mine. Because at the end of the day, our people are always going to be a reflection of us. I don't care how many foreign cars you buy, black man. I don't care how many nice watches you got, black man. I don't care how big you done grew your business, black man. I don't care how much money you got in your bank account, black man. Your community is still a reflection of you no matter where you go. So if these YNs out here tearing up the streets, just know, black man, when you walk into that bank, yeah, they treating you like you a rich motherfucker, but you still just a, you know what I mean? You know what you is. You still nigga. You know what you is, bruh. You feel me? Your community is always going to be a reflection of you. I don't care how successful you get. I don't care how much you want to detach yourself from your community. I don't care how much you want to say this ain't your problem. I don't care how much you want to down talk these black women for raising these. You know what I'm saying? We know what it is. We know what it is. Ain't what's understood ain't got to be explained, bro. We know what it is, but at the same time, that's still a reflection of us, right? So if you tired of these bitter baby mamas, bro, we got to start doing something about it, right? We as men, we got to start going to court about these kids. As men, we got to start stepping up and having each other back. You feel me? Because if we want to talk about the black woman and these bitter black baby mamas and all that type of stuff, right? Understand, black man, just because you ain't in that situation, when your black wife is outside, she is a representation of her community. You feel me? She is they gonna see her the same way they see these black women out here twerking on cars, having babies, doing the most. They gonna see her the same way, even if she don't carry herself that way, even if her mindset is way past that. When these other communities see her, they gonna see her in the same light that they see these bitter baby mamas. They gonna see her in the same light that they see these twerking women out here, right? These women that's out here doing the most. They gonna see your beautiful black queen the same way, brother. Your beautiful black wife that ain't into none of that, her mindset way different, she's still gonna get viewed the same way by other communities. That's why it's important, black man, for us to get out here and clean up our streets. That's why it's important for us to get out here and clean up our communities. Because even if you pass this shit, right, even if you don't care about this shit, you don't want people looking at your wife a certain way, brother. Right? If you've grown past this shit, you don't want people looking at your wife a certain way, brother. You don't want them problems. You feel me? So, again, my advice, get out here and try to clean up your community, bruh. Whether that be out here in the field or whether that be on the internet, however you got to do it, bruh. But start spreading that message, bruh. Right? Stop thinking you too good for the community. Stop thinking you done grown past this shit. Right? That's how I used to have that mindset. Like, I done grown past all this street shit. I done grown past all this shit. But at the same time, it's like, bruh, my people still need me. Right? I'm still making an impact out here in the streets. Even if I only touch one person. Even if you only touch one person, bruh, you still making an impact out here, man. Right? You still touching somebody. You still doing the work. All right? So, black men, again, we have to stop being afraid of each other. It's time for us to come together and team up and handle business. We got to stop being afraid of each other. If a black man give you the nod, give him the nod back, bruh. You feel me? Give him the nod back. Matter of fact, shake his hand. Matter of fact, introduce yourself. Because as black men, we got to stop being afraid of each other. We got to understand that we are in this. What they got going on, man? They wilding out here. See, this is why people need to heal, man. That's why people need to heal, man. They out here wilding. Black men, remember, we got to band together now, bro. We can't be scared of each other. Also, we got to get these YNs under control, the grown black man. We got to get these YNs under control because, again, they not going to respect nothing but us, right? They only respecting the grown black man. They not respecting nothing else. And we the only ones that know they struggle. We the only ones that been in their shoes, bruh. We the only ones that been in the YN shoes, bruh. We the only ones. We the only ones that know, like, all right, this is what the little bruh going through. Right? We the only ones that know, all right, this is how the little bruh feel. He ain't tripping. He just feel like this. He ain't tripping. He just don't know how to control his emotions. He ain't tripping. He was just raised by a single mom. Ain't got no guidance. Ain't got no man in the house. He the man of the house, and he don't even, you know what I'm saying? We the only ones that know that struggle, bruh. So, as a grown black man, we got to come together and get these YNs under control. As a grown black man, we can no longer be afraid of each other, right? No matter how I feel about you, no matter how you feel about me, black man, we brothers, right? I don't care what you done did to me. I don't care what I done did to you. At the end of the day, we are brothers, right? Ain't nothing gonna change that. We don't have the power to change that, right? We have the power to change our lives and how we living, but we don't have the power to change the fact that we brothers. We all brothers at the end of the day. You feel me? So, black man, we can't be afraid of each other. We got to get these YNs under control, right? We going to have to come together and assemble and huddle up to figure out what we going to do with these bitter black baby mamas because they on a whole different type of time. You feel me? They the ones that's breeding our little soldiers. So we going to have to huddle up and, you know, figure out what we going to do about them. But as far as the black man go, we can't be afraid of each other, you know, and we got to get these YNs under control. If you see a YN, man, take the pistol from him, bruh. Get that pistol out of his hands, bro. You feel me? Hey, we might have to huddle up with them motherfuckers too, because they dangerous. But yeah, peace to y'all, man. Remember, above all, we here to heal, man. Y'all enjoy yourself. I love y'all. And until next